Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw the Dhyana Shloka Tadunnasam Panduradantam Avaradam. Wonderful shloka. A shloka where we understand that SwamyHanuman is like the Upasaka who is doing the dhyana for his Ishta Devata. And we also saw the link between this and Lalita Sahasra, which essentially means that it's the same primal divine force that we are seeing as Lalitama, as Durga, as Sita. When the male energy comes out as Shiva, then she is Shakti. When it comes out as Sri Rama, it is Sitama. There are not many. All these are one. It's all one energy that we worship, one Paranjyoti that we worship. We have seen that in the previous episode. So now moving on, it's the date of Margasira Suddha Trayodasi on which SwamyHanuman is entering the AshokaVana. It's cold. So SwamyHanuman is covering himself with a cloth and he is walking. And here there's a wonderful padya in Telugu by Vishwanath Satyanarayana Garu in his Gyanpeeth award winning work of Ramayana Kalpavruksham. కడలిపై నుండి గాలులు కదలివచ్చి గాలులందున సైత్యంబు కందళించి ఇందురోచిస్తరంగము లివతళించి కపియుతన ఉత్తరీయంబు గప్పికొనియే. Here he says, because it is Margasira Masa and there is a lot of cold wind that is coming, he takes out his uttariya and he puts it on his head. That's how beautifully the Kavis who enjoyed Srimad Ramayana story described SwamyHanuman here. SwamyHanuman is actually lifting his tail and he is walking and he is entering the AshokaVana. This sort of Hanuman is called as Apaduddharaka Hanuman. This form of Hanuman where he is entering into the Vana with his tail lifted up. And here see, on one side he is actually going as a Dasanjaneya to search for Sitama. On the other hand, he is also going to remove the shoka of Sitama. So in one way he is the Dasa and the other way he is the Daiva. This is the beauty of SwamyHanuman. Now SwamyHanuman is entering. As he is walking into this AshokaVana, all the Vanadevatas, they all felt very, very happy. And it was as if spring was coming into that Vana now. That's the beauty. So SwamyHanuman enters. All the Panchabhutas, they were very happy. Hence they bowed down to him. And we see a huge Varnana of AshokaVana in these sargas. I am just skipping them for the sake of time. It is told that, there were beautiful pillars. Then there were places where people can come and rest. So when you have a pillar, you have a roof on the top of it, right? And these pillars did not, some of these pillars did not have roofs, any rooftops. And then there were great amount of sculpture work that was done. Many buildings made of stone were there. Now you might think, is this AshokaVana that big? Yes, AshokaVana is very, very big. It runs into at least a few miles. That's how big that AshokaVana is. That's the length and breadth of Ravana's gardens. So you can understand how big it is. So SwamyHanuman has entered there. This is Sarva Pradhavantam Brukshakshandagatam Kapim Drishtva Sarvani Bhutani Vasanta Iti Menire. So the AshokaVana itself felt as if the spring has come early. Otherwise, in Margasira Masa, you don't get spring, right? It's like November, it's like December time to be more specific. So the spring has come 3 months earlier. Is how the forest or the trees in that AshokaVana felt. Again, I'm heavily taking all this from the Ramayana Rahasyas delivered by Brahmashri Samvedam Sharmukh Sharma Garu. He actually brought out all these beautiful things and he brought them into one particular discourse and he gave it. So anyone who is interested in knowing more about these secrets, these mantras which are hidden in Sundara Kanda, I would strongly recommend that they go and listen to the Ramayana Rahasyas by Samvedam Sharmukh Sharma Garu. Now, moving on, SwamyHanuman has entered. He is walking. Now, as I told before, if you pray to this Hanuman, if you read these 14th, 15th and 16th sargas, all the trees, they will bear good fruits. And this is essential that people learn more about this. So this is called as Vanarakshaka Hanuman. If you can't read these, at least get a painting done where SwamyHanuman is entering AshokaVana and keep it in your gardens or farms where you are doing cultivation, and that also protects those farms from all sorts of troubles. So like this, Swami Hanuman is entering AshokaVana. Pushpavakirna susube Hanuman Marudatmajah Ashokavanika madhye yadha pushpamayogirihi. So how is he entering? He is entering as if an arrow is entering. I mean, it has been left from the bow and is just going ahead. That's the speed with which he has gone. The speed with which he has gone, the speed which has landed. All the trees in the AshokaVana, they were moving, and then there was a lot of flowers that came from those trees and they were falling on him, and now he is looking as if he is a mountain covered by flowers. Sarama Ramamahishi Raghavasya Priyasi Vanasanchara Kushala Dhruvameshyati Janaki. So the way after he has gone, he has entered Ashokavana. After looking at all the trees there, he realized that Sitama is there. Now he started jumping from one place to another place. He's saying, Nirdhodakesi Yuvatihi Yadha Mritavarnaga Nishpita Suvadantoshti Nakhair Dantaischa Vikshata. He is jumping from one place to another place on these trees. The branches are breaking. He is still searching, and the way in which Hanuman has entered and the way he has gone in, Valmiki Maharshi is saying, if there is an intelligent lover and a woman who is very very timid, who is very very soft, and if her husband is a very straight smart guy, and if they both take enjoyment from each other, the way she looks after that, the way her decorations and all go away after that, that's how Ashokavana is after Hanuman has entered and passed through it, is what Valmiki Maharshi is saying. Then he is moving on. Punaravrtatoyam cha dadarisa samahakavihi prasannamiva kantasya kantam punarupasthitam. So Ravana has created an artificial mountain over there. Again, he created a new river over there. As I told, a lot of varnana is given here, so I'm not going into all that. So all these artificial things are also there. And here, Madhye Stamba Sahasrena Stam Kailasa Panduram. Now, Stamba Sahasrena, there are 1000 pillars. In the middle of it, there is a huge prasada which is looking as if it is Kailasa. Again, these 1000 pillars will refer to the Sahasrara Chakra in our head. And when he is using the word Kailasa, again it's a reference to Malalita. So again they are trying to tell us that, okay, these two are not different, they are one and the same. It's one energy, or it's Ekam Sat Viprah Bahudha Vadanti. It is one final truth. The learned people talk about it in many ways. You call it Rama Avatara, you call it Krishna Avatara, you call it Shiva. It's one force, and the feminine force for them also is one. Now, the Shiva Shakti and Vishnu Shakti, they are not different, they are one and the same. Shiva and Keshava are one and the same, is what we need to understand. Swami Hanuman is searching from one place to the another. In this, he is searching one after the other, and he looked at all this. Now he is seeing this Kailasa Pandura. In the middle of Kailasa Pandura, there is one Simsupa Vruksha, and under the Simsupa Vruksha, he has seen a lady. Tato Malina Samvitam Rakshasibhis Samavrutam Upavasakrusam Dinam Nishwasamtim Punah Punaha. This is an extremely great shloka. This shloka that gives a lot of good things to all the people. This is also called as Siddhi Sarga. The 15th Sarga here, it's called as a Siddhi Sarga. This is the 16th shloka of that Sarga. And they say, when you hear to this, when you look at this, when you hear this, because Sitama has appeared again after so much time in Srimad Valmiki Ramayana, she is seen again in Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. This is an extremely auspicious and important shloka. Tato Malina Samvitam Rakshasibhis Samavrutam Upavashakrusham Dinam Niswasamtim Punah Punaha Dadarsa Sukla Pakshadho Chandrarekha Mivamalam Manda Prakhyayamanena Rupena Ruchira Prabham. Whoever has listened to this, they will get good things, because that's the power of that shloka. Swami Hanuman has seen Sitama. How has he seen her? Tato Malina Samvitam. He has seen her in a cloth that is very very soiled. Rakshasibhis Samavatam. Around her there were a lot of Rakshasi trees. Upavasa Krusam. She is not taking food for quite some time, so she has become very weak. Krusam means reducing in size. Upavasa Krusam Dinam Nishvasamtim. She is sighing punah punah. She's saying multiple times. That's the Sitama that Swami Hanuman has seen. And Tadarsa Sukla Pakshado Chandra Rekha Vivamalam, which means if you look at the moon on the Padimi Vidya or Tadiya of a month on this in the Sukla Paksha, in the starting days of Sukla Paksha, immediately after new moon, the first 4-5 days when you see, you would be seeing only a small line of moon, right? So that is Chandra Rekha. So she is as thin as that Chandra Rekha Mivamalam. That is a Sukla Pakshado Chandra Rekha Mivamalam and Manda Prakyayamanena Rupena Ruchira Prabham. You have to see her very, very carefully. She is now very, very sad. She is sitting there and he has seen that Sitama. Swami Hanuman has now become very happy that he has seen Sitama, and this would also bring in happiness into the lives of everyone who has heard to this. That's the power of this particular sarga, this particular shloka of Valmiki Ramayana. So with a belief that Sri Ramachandra would shower all his grace on all of us, let us end this episode here, and in the next episode we'll be looking as to what happens after Swami Hanuman has seen Sitama. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaah, sarve bhadrani pasyantu, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्, सर्वं सुखी साई महाराज स्वामी चरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु। स्वस्ति। जय श्री राम।